This is the third time I've tried to make this video. It has been a very painful situation because at first I tried to do it directly through TikTok and I kept on hitting the wrong button, which would basically restart the whole thing and I'd have a 1 second video of me going like. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a heads up, aka a preview of possibly the next 12 or more videos, that's going to be coming out at some point. Now, at any point, you guys and gals can turn around and say, I would like to have number 1, number 2, number 4, number 7, like ordering off of McDonald's menu. Okay. You can say, I'd rather see this here first. And here's the list. I'm gonna put the list like in a little small section over here, but that's gonna be the list. And the thing is, you have the opportunity to say in the comments which ones you're more interested in. Duster, do not say CSR2. But what is not on the list is I do still want to kick out a couple more CSR2 videos that I just did not have an opportunity to do yet. It's going to deal with the race pass and legends because I never officially got or made a good video for that on how to actually run through all those different things. So hopefully with all of the thousands of images that I have available for CSR2, I'll be able to really put something together, voice it out nice, and show some videos because I know I have videos of me restoring vehicles. But let's get on to the list. The list you've been looking at for a couple minutes there. I met a pig butcherer. What a pig butcherer does is it's like the original Thuggy, which was where Tupac was coming from. The word thug comes from. It's an Indian term where a person would befriend you on this voyage going from one place to the other. Because India is like really, really big, and somewhere during that whole path, you would get attacked by some bad guys, and these bad guys would attack you. And after that, one of the people in your posse or group or the people that's guiding you through this here, they're going to be your friend, and they're actually a thug. They're waiting for the moment to take everything you have because their job is to see what you got and then take it all. But that first attack was really just them trying to get more intel. And a pig butcherer does this in a nice psychological way. My pig butcher that came after me was actually asking about something I put on Instagram. And my Instagram stuff is so speckled, so lightly speckled with artsy fartsy stuff. And it was a random AI hallucination that I had posted, and this person was asking about it. And I was like, well, I actually draw flowers and other things. And this person kind of like fed onto that. And I kept listening and messaging with this person because they gave really good ideas. Well, why don't you animate the flowers that you draw? And I was like, oh, snap. I never thought of that. Why don't I animate the flowers that I draw? Huh. Let's keep going. The next one, iPod stories. Why do I have an iPod? That's a really good question. Why do I have one? I have things here. This was my original iPod here. This iPod actually has VCR buttons, which is really, really interesting compared to my buddy over here, this 4th generation here. The 4th generation has a click wheel, whereas the other one has the 4 VCR buttons. Why do I have it? What do I want to do in the end? And basically, what's my end game with these iPods? Why am I doing this here? Am I just following somebody else? Like, no, somebody else gave me a really good idea. And there was a bathroom conversation because dudes talk about stupid stuff in the bathroom. And this one dude is telling me about, no, he's not telling me. He's saying, oh, you're going to get the iPod and give it as a gift. I was like, nah, the iPod's for me. But then I came with the idea, like, wait a minute. Because my wife is not going to watch any of my TikToks. My wife never watches my TikToks. Okay? She might watch a YouTube video, but she's not going to watch any TikToks. The weird thing is, this could be a regifting idea for the wife. Because remember, it's got her whole name on it, her whole old name on it, and to the love of my life, and it's got her name on it. So I have options to actually build one of these older ones and make it more personal. Get some tears out of this here. She's like, "Oh, I want to love you so much, honey." Blah 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 blah. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna, when she sees it, she's gonna break down in tears, and it'll give her some encouragement. But the fourth gen, this one here, it's really about, can I do it? Can I do it without messing it up? When I finish doing it, is it gonna be good enough for her to use? So there's a whole bunch of things. So this is basically training me to make one of these better, and I might have to get a logic board. I don't know. Where I did some diagnosis and it don't look good for neither one of these two. Number 3 on the list, which is, we'll make a video about the iPod adapter. So I ordered 2 parts from eBay. One came from China. This is the one from China right here. It got here, and I'm very happy it got here. But this one little part, this part was only because I broke the one on mine. I actually broke mine. I broke the freaking cable because I have been in these iPods so many times to the point where I just flipping broke it. Okay, and that's gonna happen. That is going to happen. Let me see what's going on over here. Is it a match? Oh, it's the back side. It's this side over here. Yeah, it does match it perfectly. The weird thing is, Apple has copper. So this is the device. This is the it's basically the headphone jack part. It had to be replaced because I broke it, but Apple has this copper foil going around with some sticky goo on it. Ugh. We'll deal with that later. But we have the part, and we're gonna go into our little case here. This is going to be a long video, so you know what? You're in it for the ride. Enjoy the ride. There we go.
I don't see an app for that. You'll need to download one.
Damn it! Cancel! Cancel Siri! Cancel! Stop! Sorry. Okay. It's not Halloween. It's not Halloween. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Anyway. Okay, let's try to keep on going here. I actually have the adapter coming, and one of the things that I realized was nobody's made a video on this adapter. So I'm going to put a picture of the adapter over here. Nobody's made a video about this adapter and actually show how it connects to the device. I am kind of weirded out because it does say 4G on it for the 4th generation, and people saying you need this here cable, blah blah blah. I'm like, we'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I will have to make my wife's old machine work. Well, actually, I need it for the 4G. For the 4G, I'll use that, but for my wife's machine, there's a final solution that I don't want to do, which is basically find. You don't want to hear it. Not right now. That's for the whole video. This is also a slight rambling video too. The next thing is number 5. All other grievances with CSR2. Look, I've played this game for 8 flipping years, and I see it as a great game, a great time waster. There's nothing wrong with having a good time wasting game. But some of their practices about making you feel that you need to pay to play is not exactly the greatest thing in the world. And apparently in the group that I'm in, one of the guys accidentally deleted the wrong person. He was trying to get rid of a person that didn't perform, and their admin functions are just, I got to write that down. Their admin functions are just crappy. So I got to make sure I write that down somewhere. Yeah, just get this one here. Admin functions. This is how I think. It's scatterbrain. My brain is all over the place. I'm gonna put a little drawing over here. That's my train of thoughts. Anyway, The next one is I have not done anything with Hot Wheels in quite some time. And that is a shame, and I do apologize because I have a lot of Hot Wheel people here who want to see the cool things and the action figures and everything else. And I have collected a couple of Hot Wheel cars that have some value to me. They may not be like, treasure hunt cars or whatever, or that three-legged Mischief car that says used for 2024. That is kind of awesome. I actually reposted that one there. I don't have one, but I will keep my freaking eyes out for it. That's one that I want on my list. So there will be some Hot Wheels stuff coming out. And you do realize that, hey, as the summer goes away, I do more stuff inside. The inside stuff is going to be more with toys, electronics, and stuff like that. Because I even have one of these guys here. This is a Palm Pilot. And for you out there with dirty minds, it's the other Palm Pilot. This was an electronic device that was basically the prequel to the smartphone. It was technically a smart device, but it wasn't a phone. I'm just saying. And then the next thing is, because I haven't really shared any of the Hot Wheels stuff that I bought. But I'm going to share those at some point. I really am. The next one is Chemical Guys. I hope I'm saying it right. Chemical Guys Bucket. So I'm with Car 5. And while I'm with Car 5, we're at Napa. Napa has a new location in our area. And O'Reilly's just got here too. And the weirdest situation was going on. We're like 12 minutes into this thing. The weird thing happened. I went there specifically to get something for the newer car that I have now. I needed to wash my car. I need to keep my car clean. Winter is coming. That means we're going to be throwing some salt on it. So I need to make sure that I'm washing my car at a better rate, because right now I'm not really washing my car much at all. And slapping the armor all on and do all the other things, just keeping the car in good health physically. Weird thing is, I still have my retail eyes, so I didn't see what I was looking for. As we're leaving, in the corner of my retail eye, I see a bucket. And when I see that bucket, I was like, is that a Chemical Guy bucket? I was like, oh yeah, we got those Chemical Guy buckets in. We haven't put them out yet. You want one? I was like, yes, I would like to have one of those, please. So I've got a bucket. I've got a Chemical Guys bucket that's got stuff in it. And it's like you just take the paper off. It's black body with a red top. You take the wrapper off. And after you take the wrapper off, you got stuff on the inside. Plus, I already got other stuff that I had already purchased. I really need to get to washing my car. I have not washed my car just yet. I'm going to get to it. I haven't really... Whoa. There's no handle on this brush. There's no handle on this brush. So I gotta get back to my old traditions. I mean, the little green monster feels like a Mustang half the time. It's too torquey. That dual clutch thing was the stupidest thing they ever thought of. I just want to just get the Ford execs and just slap them across the face one by one. Just discipline them. Discipline. Why would you put a dual clutch in a tiny little vehicle like that? That's way too much torque. And I am always on edge as though I was driving the Mustang. That is not fun. It's kind of scary. And I'm going to have to get new tires at some point. So I'm like, I need all-terrain tires, but I might want to get another set of tires with spikes on them too for in the winter so that this thing doesn't just jump. But I hear, well, from what I know, it's calmer in the winter. It's a cooling. It's weird. But it's what I have, and I'm going to work with that. I don't drive that much either. This is not going to be an hour video. We're almost done, people. We're almost done. Now, this next video is going to be for Cozy. For Cozy, at some point I will do... Hang on. At some point I will do an ASMR video. But right now we're not doing ASMR videos. But there is a video that I wanted to convey to you about Admin Day. And as you are creating stuff for TikTok, YouTube, and whatever else you're doing, you're going to run into this issue of data. Where are you going to put that data? How much data you have? Take in mind that anything that you build outside of TikTok, you have a copy of it, then TikTok will immediately post what you just made, and they'll give you an extra copy of it. So you got 2 copies. Which one of these copies do you keep? I keep the one you made outside of TikTok, not the one you kept, not the one you made inside of TikTok, because copyright issues, could be music or whatever, but you always want to hold on to yours just in case. And we'll talk about admin day, because I've got 1 terabyte on this guy here and 256 gigabytes over there. And there gets to a point where I am below 2% on both. And that led me to using my desktop and basically pushing it beyond its limits in storage space, because I wasn't monitoring things going back and forth. And before you know it, I had burned a terabyte of space. It was horrible. It took me 96 hours to fix the problem, because the transfer rates were like 9 and 5 hours going back and forth, making a copy just in case I screw up. It was wacky. So the next video is going to be, I'm going to do up to 3 soda jerk videos. So again, people with dirty minds, I just want you to know that this was a profession. I have this little image over here and an explanation. This was a profession. You would go to a pharmacy or a soda shop, and because the machines were so big and bulky, they would kind of mix it for you right there. Enough of the soda water and the syrup from the Pepsi or the Coke, or Moxie, because Moxie was out back then, RC Cola, Dr. Pepper. Remember, they have more than one formula. These guys competed against each other all the time in different markets. I do a little bit of mixing myself, and by the time you see this, you probably already saw at least one of my videos where I wanted to have a ham sandwich, and I wanted to have cherry Coke. So I actually brought in the cherry with the cherry juice and everything, and I mixed it right there. That's soda jerking. That's basically, because one of the things is my mom, she always tells me about her childhood experiences going to Woolworth, and they had a soda jerk there, and the cool part was she loved boiled peanuts in a Coca-Cola. It sounds disgusting. We'll talk about it later. It's called Farmer's Coke, but according to her, it was a great thing. To me, it still like, ugh. But to her, she was like, it was so delicious. And I actually saw some dudes on TikTok, and they were talking about the Farmer's Coke, and they tried it, and they're like, it is actually good. So I don't know. I'm going to try my best to recreate that one. I already did the cherry Coke one, and there's another one called when I met my wife, when we went to Chicago, we went to Walgreens. When we went to Walgreens, there was this weird situation where they had this Coca-Cola that I had heard about. It was called Coca-Cola Black with a K, with no C but a K. And this Coca-Cola Black was coffee and Coca-Cola together. When I was at the Desmond Hotel in Albany, I had this really strange opportunity to have coffee right there, freshly made coffee, and canned Coca-Cola. And I was saying to myself while listening to a bunch of boring speeches about the boilerplates, about this and about that, all of a sudden, I said to myself, I should probably I'm drowsy as crap. I should probably make myself a Coca-Cola Black. And I made it. It was delicious. I don't care if the other people at the table looking at me like I was like somebody with a horn coming out of his head. Like, what is this idiot doing? I'm over here experiencing joy because I just became a soda jerk right here. I can smell that wallflower that I put in over there. It smells like an ocean breeze in here now. So, the next one is more Metal Storm videos. I love this game, and I'm going to just keep on kicking out a couple things. I made something for Feeling Peachy not too long ago, but unfortunately, Feeling Peachy, the video that I made was not in the best of shape. I was using my ready-made little post-it note triangles, and it just didn't make sense. And I think I can do better. I should explain it to you now, but I think I can do better. And I also want to tell you, well, that's the last one, about the Ultimate Metal Storm setup for an iPad. Because you do realize that an iPad actually is Bluetooth, so is your cell phone. But the Xbox controllers, I have 5 Xbox controllers, and there's none in reach. Are you kidding me? Here's one. Oh my God. Yes, you can get. This is an old one. I actually purchased. I should not have purchased this one here, but this is an Xbox controller. These guys are Bluetooth, and because they're Bluetooth, they will actually connect to your gaming. What do you call it? No, your iPad or your cell phone, and you can actually game with this here if you wanted to, which is, it's phenomenal. But the controls are different from just using your thumb, and the screen actually changes because it realizes, oh, you got a big screen now, buddy. So we're gonna put all the little panels on the thing here. It gets a little weird. I don't know if you can program it or not. I do not know, but that was fun to experiment with. And of course, number 11, which we're just gonna pretend that it's the last one this time for real. More art is gonna be slapped on here somehow, some way. But these are videos that I am considering putting together. And I now understand why Procreate Dreams. It's not, I don't want to call it a failure. I don't want to say that these guys are a failure, but it's not doing as well as Procreate. And when you break it down to its pure essence, the base Procreate is just as good as doing the Dreams. The Dream has a learning curve that you got to get past. I have not gotten past that learning curve. I still hurt from trying to use this here. It's like my brain cells are like, it's not doing well. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Those are the videos that I'm going to put together. And thank you for hanging out with me for almost 25 minutes. And that is my plan for making the next 15 to 20 videos. Those are my plans. And if Cozy just listened to that one part, she'll definitely understand. And yeah. Same thing with you feeling peachy. Just listen to that couple minutes. You'll understand. I don't really have to make a video. The really exciting part is going to be me dogging out CSR. The bucket from Chemical Guys. I still have not opened this up. I don't know what's in the box or bucket. I don't know what's in there. I just know I bought a bucket. It was like $40, $50. I'll put it in the TikTok shop too, because I think they actually have a bucket. I don't know if the same one, but mine is black with red top, and I don't know what's in there, but I want to use it. Because my car has fabric seats, and it's not like the Mercedes. The Mercedes had leather seats. Everything is very different in that vehicle. The interior was nice. The exterior was there. And this car is nice on the inside and outside. I'm happier with the in and out of the car. But I think I know what my last car might be. Or type might be, based on this car and previous cars I've owned. There's something I like about this car, and a couple things are like, So I'm rambling at this point. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm looking around to make sure that everything is covered that I wanted to cover, and everything is covered that I wanted to cover. That's the end of this video.